Oh, I did not check my style before I go online. Live, I always say online, but I'm live, not online. I'm online live. Yes. Um, I wanted to start this a little bit more. Oh, I don't like that. I'm not looking into the camera. I want to look at you directly. So you can connect a lot easier, like sitting in front of a friend or, yeah, someone, yeah, maybe a coach that is talking right into your face, into your eyes, yeah, to really connect with you. And yeah, the topic today I put up there is to step out of yourself for at least once a day, once in your daytime. And yes, what do I mean with that? Our usual self that is always very busy with doing things, getting things done, sorting out things, yeah, preparing things, planning for the day, for the week, for the year, maybe. That's the self that is in the left half of the brain, huh? Rather, most of the time. Well, not most of it is so. That is the planning mode, the abstract mode, the one that gets us moving, doing things. But we once in a day, at least, and that is what I just mean. Um, I just get an email here. Okay, thank you very much. I have 500 bucks. One 500 US dollars. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. But yeah, that can happen when you are on a live, and then you all of a sudden get a gift because you decide to share something with people. Yeah. So stepping out of that self, meaning to connect to rather your right side of your brain, the more intuitive, the side that is there to connect with your with your with your inner, yeah, more with your heart, with your intuition, with your inner state of being, with really seeing that is possible to connect to what your reason is here on this planet. What are you doing? What should you do here on this planet? Yeah. What is that is like the guide for your next step, yeah, for your next activity that you're going to take. And most of us, we have forgotten to do that. We are not connecting with that part anymore. We have lost that part. In our childhood, we have been much more connected to that part, and less to the other part that gets trained right from the beginning as well, and in school and all this. But the other part is still a lot more active than it is later. And that's completely normal in our let's say in the countries of capitalism, yeah, of industrialization. We are so trained to only use that part. So I really want you to remember that you do take at least once a day some time for yourself, even if it's like a few times for 5 minutes or one time for 30 minutes. or take even a few minutes. It's so important to your health and your, actually, finally, in the source of everything, it's your health that I'm talking to. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be completely healthy. I mean, listen, you hear my voice. I have, and it's been some time ago. You that I have something with my throat, with my voice, and it tells me that, and I know exactly why it is there, and it's not because, oh my, I could say, for example, my the 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 kinder, oh, I have children, and they get taken care of when I'm going to work by a person, and that person is right now, she's sick. Yeah, and I could say, oh, I have this from her now, but no, it's not. I had the past few days quite a lot emotional moments going on with me for my actual situation. Yeah, that happens to anyone. Yeah. And that's where it came from. That's the after. It's always coming after you had a stressful period. It's not in that moment. Sometimes it's also in that moment. If this period goes too long, then your body tells you, throw something into it to tell you to relax and to get some rest from that long stress period. But for me, I never have such long stress periods anymore. Yeah, almost. Yeah, I can say that. So when something happens in my life, it's maybe for a few days, sometimes a week, but that's the longest. And that is then mostly, yeah, mostly a relationship thing, issue. And after that, I know right away when something comes, that's the answer from that stressful time I had. Yeah, and it's only, I mean, you can hear it's only my voice that is a little bit, yeah, not in shape for 100%, but the rest is completely fine. Yeah. So, and this gets better. Your health gets better when you connect every day, once at least, with your inner being, with your inner state. If you forget that for too long, it, yeah, it's not good for your system, because you are here for a reason. And if you ignore that reason for too long, I can only say to you, it's not good for you. And there are so many chronic health issues out there. And they are all the answer to something where you not have looked at. And most of the time, the chronic things are the ones caused from self-talk. The self-talk you have about yourself. This is causing chronic illnesses. Yeah. That's how it is. And the self-talk doesn't have to be the way you talk about yourself, but also how you talk about life. It's it's completely, or about certain, if you had a surgery years ago for something you had, yeah, and you couldn't stop thinking about, oh, I cannot use my leg anymore the right way, for example, or my shoulder, or whatever part of your body it is. You get used to think that way, and that is that self-talk about this part of the body that you have. and you take it longer and longer and longer than it should be. It could be already healed and completely well, completely recovered. You can recover things. Well, the deepest impact, well, the strongest impacts of your body that have been made by surgery, maximum 7 months, but that's really the maximum, because in 7 months you have renewed each cell of your body, each one. It's completely new, and you can rebuild everything completely new, completely in a different way. 7 months, and it's all out and changed and new. But your thoughts, they tell you, your self-talk tells you what you will build in these 7 months. If you will rebuild the thing that was broken before, or that or if you really rebuild something new, functional, 100%. It's what you think that gets built. And it's not just what you think, of course. It's a combination of thinking and knowing. And that knowing is the combination of thinking and feeling, believing, really having no doubt about it. And even if you have a doubt, the doubts may come while this period. Yeah, it's a period. It's not that. Huh? It's a period. It's a period of a constant state of believing, feeling, thinking. Yeah, and there can be interruptions. Of course, it happens. But yeah, you have to train yourself to say no. No. What do I want to build? What do I want to build? Okay, and then you go ahead and you build it. And building is thinking and feeling and believing. Yeah. The believing is a combination of thinking and feeling. Yeah. And the feeling is that energy. The thinking is the impulse, the impulse, and the feeling is the energy behind it, the amplitude. You're sending the signal out. Yeah, the signal is the thought, and the amplitude is your feeling. Yeah. And of course, it's easier to have maybe to I make that one circle here for you. Why is it so easy that we rather think negative and feel a negative feeling than the opposite, to feel and think positive? Why is that? Yeah, that is because that huge fear of death, it is all going down to that thing. The fear of death makes us keeping an eye all the time of protecting us to not die. And that inner, what is the English word for that? That inner program that we have to keep us alive. There is a huge protection program running, and that is to be aware, to be afraid, to be really careful and afraid. Yeah, that is coming from that program. And what Eckhart would say, that egoic self that wants to keep you into that form that you are. Yeah, and that's all there is. It's nothing Yeah, that's the only reason behind that. And the moment we realize that this program of anxiety and fear, and that this program is really not at all needed, especially not in our industrialized, capitalized countries. It's not needed. You will not die. And we really have to come down to that base where it all started. Yeah, where it all starts every time again. It's coming from that base fear. So we can decide always, okay, I don't, it makes no sense right now. So give it a relativity, yeah. Yeah, so take your time for yourself to connect with your soul, with your inner being. And the best way to do that, sometimes just 5 minutes sitting down, holding your hand here on your breast where your wonderful heart is beating, and connecting to it. The energy fields connect to each other and produce and create a very strong energy field in these, for that period of time. When you hold your hand, and even both hands to your breast, it's an energetic exchange what's going on. Yeah, you can feel it. It will get warm. Yeah, you will feel the heat, the warmth. And what you're doing with this is, it's actually, it's not a spiritual thing. It's a energetic. And what is energetic? I really mean energy um, in the scientific way. Physics, huh? Energy, the signal from the mobile phone. Yeah, the two centers. There is a high energy field in our hands. There are many nerve ends, many ends of nerves, and they are sending, each end of a nerve sends out signals. You know, I want you to understand that I'm not talking about spiritual thinking here. It's really physics. Each cell produces electrical fields, electric energy. You know that. So we are an energetic field. And when you actively, you could even lay your head on your on your breast, close to your heart. Then you would also connect a high an intense energy field of your head, connect to your heart energy field. But you can do it with your hands much better. You could even take your foot, it doesn't matter. You could do that as well. It's your body, but the easiest way is to hold your hand to your breast, to increase that energy field in that area. Then, yeah, you can also do, you can accelerate. No, not accelerate. That's to go faster, to strengthen, to make it. Oh, what is the word in English? With laying your hand, using your hand, and touching different parts, whatever, of your body, you will increase, let's say increase, maybe that's a similar word, increase the energy field in that part of your body. And when you increase energy, there is more energy flowing, and energy flowing means relaxation, means sorting out, order, yeah, putting everything in place, back in place. And it's, you can imagine it really like I always imagine it like an ultrasonic process. cleaning process when you put in a watch into an ultrasonic bath. It vibrates, and all the dirt gets vibrated away. And that's the same thing what you're doing when you're holding your energy fields together. Yeah, and the loose parts you have are your arms and your legs. All the other things are different to connect to each other, right? I mean, your head has only this short of a throat. So your head is a huge energy field, but you cannot put it anywhere to your body. Yeah, if you have maybe, for example, you have something with your belly, your stomach is not well, or so. You cannot hold your head there. Yeah, so you use your hands, and what you do with children. Yeah, you help them to relax with doing that movement of your body, of your hand. Yeah, and so this is my advice to you: do it once a day to connect with your being, with your form. Yeah, use that hand, put it there, and just take some breaths and relax. And try to let your thoughts, no matter, it is a training, okay? And in the beginning it might be not so easy because you have so many things in your head. You're so busy with thinking. And you should not forget these things because they are important for you. I know. And that's completely okay. So you can even allow yourself to breathe and to think at the same time. If these thoughts want to be there because they want to make sure that everything gets done and nothing gets forgotten, it's completely fine. And if you want, you can, when things come up now, these thoughts, when you remember something, take a pen, have always a pen and a little piece of paper, a little block of paper or a little book, and write these things down. And then put it there. Go back, connecting with your hand to your heart, and go on, because then it will get easier and easier for you to really let go these thoughts that are important for you. But for now, for the next 5 minutes, you do that. You concentrate on that. Oh, yeah. And usually when you do that, you get a little bit tired. Yeah. Your body will tell you, nice, relaxing mode. And that's good. Don't be afraid of it. It's good. Oh, yeah. It is good to yawn. Yawn is also an expression of relaxation. It's a good sign. Yeah. Now I want you to do that. I really do. And that is only for your health. And of course, healthy people are not just healthy. They are full of joy as well. And joy doesn't have to be hyper, like completely over the top energetic, or not energetic, but sometimes I thought to be in joy must be to be completely, yeah, yoo-hoo all the time. But no, it's not. It can be just self-centered. And from there, you can create so much better things in your life. because you will be then with the center a lot more clear and focused and connected to what is needed next. What is the next step to do? What is the next thing to talk? Yeah, what is the next thing to say to someone if it's about relationship, to whoever is in your life? Huh? Yeah. Let it be there. Do these little exercises to connect to yourself, and then you will be a lot, you will have a much lighter, easier, and more beautiful life, and finally healthier life. And how great is it to be completely healthy, to do whatever age you are. Look at Sadhguru. It doesn't matter how old you are, you can move every part of your body, each cell, your brain, your external things, everything. You can use it until the highest age, completely healthy and without pain. It is all possible. Yeah. If you learn to connect to yourself. To your inner self. Yeah. Now I make a video for you that I will upload today. Yeah. And then we see us later. And don't forget who you are. And that is, this message is through the whole video already given out. The wonderful lottery win, the one and only. There is no one like you. There is just you to be you. The one and only great lottery win in your life and the life of all the other people. So touch the people. Give the people. Give yourself to the world. Yeah, with each with each thing, with everything you have. You are there for sharing yourself to the world, to the people, with your voice, with your activities, with your with whatever you're doing, dancing, painting, work, your work you're doing, the way you do your work. It's the way you do these things. Okay. Now enjoy your day or evening or night, whatever time you have there right now. How do I stop that thing? I don't even know. Maybe there.